Hey kid, what's that old song that goes like, you're in danger, sexy danger, peligro, ba-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, something is dangerous, maybe sexy. That's a start. I'm a sexy little flight attendant, ba-na-na-na. Dream big, Dad. I love that for you. This is expired. I think it has gone bad, like me. I'm on a motorcycle now. Ba-na. You're having a great little day. Yeah, I'm venomous or lightly expired, perhaps poisonous. Okay, who sings this? Is Britney, bitch. Okay, don't talk to me like that. That's her name. First name Britney, last name bitch. I can't believe her family didn't change that last name at like Ellis Island or something. Maybe added like an E in there. That'd be good. Britney Biatch. Is Britney Biatch? It's Britney and she's sexy and dangerous and a flight attendant on a motorcycle. That's the Toxic music video. You're describing mainly the video, not the lyrics. Visually, they're like lyrics. Okay, it's pictures versus words, slightly different. Anyway, you're describing the music video, not the song. Come on, you're good at guessing these. I don't have to do that much anymore. I fear I'm enabling you to continue this behavior. When my mother forgets a word, she is the queen of coming up with new words. Words that are in such a legal gray area, I gotta go to international waters just to talk to her. I visited her over the summer, and she said this. We're gonna have so much fun tonight on that thing. What's it called? What's it called when you have a car accident on purpose for fun? A crime. No, the game. It's not a game to play with people's lives. I know you know what I'm talking about. Los coches de choque para familias. I didn't catch that. Fine, I'll slow it down for you. It's that automotive emergency simulator they have at the county fair. Automotive. Why do you have an easier time remembering harder words than you mean? Well, usually I do it for fun, to upset you, but right now in this conversation, it's a curse. You are thinking of bumper cars at the fair, and I am super duper pumped. I love bumper cars. Abuela, I got my wedding tux. Can I show it to you? Ay, mija, you're not gonna wear a white dress? How will people know you're pure on your wedding night? I don't know, they could use one of those strips that change colors or something. That's for water purity. I'm like 60% water, and the other 40% is sin. I'm pretty happy with those numbers. I think they represent me, they represent what I'm about. Now can I show you my tux, please? Fine, put your little tuxedo on. I just think you would look so pretty in a dress for Jesus. Why do I gotta get pretty for Jesus? I don't like him like that. What do you think? Ay, bendito. Maybe you're not pretty for Jesus, but you handsome for Jesus. Now we talking Jesus. Trump's Project 2025, the group project from hell, which is ironic given that it's funded by evangelicals. Some people don't think Project 2025 is anything to stress over. Imagine thinking that a PDF outlining how to change the cultural identity and moral compass of a country against the will of its majority isn't a big deal. I mean, it's not a JPEG, guys. Now that is a submissive file format. On the menu for Trump's Project 2025 are things like restricting access to birth control, contraception, IVF. It seems like the only thought these extreme mega politicians give women is how can we make these incubators produce more, talk less, and stop listening to Taylor Swift. This election season, let's not forget that if you give these extreme politicians led by Trump the world, they will go back to stripping you of your rights and dignity. Just like other papa. I think that's why they've become so iffy about democracy, because if it wasn't for gerrymandering and the Electoral College, they're getting whooped culturally so hard, they wouldn't stand a chance. The majority of Americans disagree with the extreme policies found in Project 2025, and I mean, just go read it for yourself, and go vote, holy shit. My wife and I are having a baby, and some people in my life have asked me if it's hard to not be able to biologically have a kid with my wife, because we're lesbians, and it's not hard, but it is weird. My whole adult life, it was a plus that I couldn't get a woman pregnant. That went in the pros column of being gay. It was like, okay, my rights are always up for public debate, but a fun night out won't redefine my role in the world. I'm not gonna end up from a one-night stand to an ultrasound just trying to make it work, so don't feel bad for me. I had my time. Prior to this, I kind of felt bad for couples who could biologically make a baby, because I'm like, every time you want to get down, you risk a baby? A whole baby. Every kid is $15K a year. You're risking $15K every time your schedules match up on a weekend or on your birthday. I don't know. I'm not a big gambler. I like Vegas, but I go for the girls and the drinks, if I'm being honest. So yeah, my wife and I only want to have the one kid, and people who don't know my wife is gay, she'll tell them, we're only having the one kid, and they'll be like, oh, just you wait. That's what we said, and then God blessed us with another bundle of joy, another gift. I'm not a really big gift person. Here's the pitch. Here's what I'm thinking. We're going to do more of a Gilmore Girls situation. One high-achieving kid, two moms instead of one. I think it's going to be a hit. Neither of us has a flirtationship going with a local gruff coffee shop owner that I know of, but we do have a rotating cast of zany characters going for us. So I think it's going to work. I think the network's going to pick it up. My wife is pregnant and we just found out the gender, and this is how telling my mom went. So, we know the baby's gender. Do you want to know? What, you just gonna tell me here? No hullabaloo, no regular baloo? You can't make it special? Do you not want to know? No, it's fine. It's just a little anticlimactic is all. You're not gonna do a color explosion party? A gender reveal party? No, we didn't really want to do that. I saw this video where these people dress up as blue and pink dinosaurs and fight to the death for the gender reveal party, but you could just tell me, it's fine. I don't think it was to the death. We could do skywriting. That's not a party. I really just planned on telling you with words. Okay, balling on a budget, I see. I have to be real before you tell me. I have a preference. You have a preference. I won't tell you though. For you, I'd be happy if it's a girl or a boy. Okay. You know, when you were born, I didn't want to know the gender, so I told the girl who does the baby x-ray. Not an x-ray. Those are bad for babies. The baby FaceTime. Ultrasound. I told the girl who does the ultrasound, I said, don't tell me. And she goes, okay, I'm not going to tell you. All I'm going to say is maybe you should buy some bows. And it should have been on site right there because she knew what she was doing. I think she didn't like me because your father, he used to make all the girls jealous back then. Where did you go? Wherever you went, it's Dad's fault. See, anyway, tell me. Wait, I'm managing my expectations. Okay, wait, I am choosing joy no matter what you say. It's a girl. Jess. Hey, kid. What's that song that's called, like, The Bullet Bar of Nightmares? Something like that? I don't know, it sounds like a Metallica song. No, this band is slightly softer than Metallica. Slightly, you know? I think it's by the Blue Man Group. It's called, like, The Intersection of Failed Potential. Something like that. The Boulevard of Broken Dreams? Jess, you know my GPS took me over there once. To the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Yeah, and you know, I hate to say it, but it was heavily gentrified. Damn, not even the Boulevard of Broken Dreams is safe. They'll put a Jamba Juice anywhere. It's by the Blue Man Group, yeah? It's by Green Day. I don't care what color the day is. What color is the man? That's a really antiquated question, Dad. What? Hey, kid, what's that song that goes like, I'm a bad boy? Hate it. Pick any other song. It's that song that's like, I'll sleep with your dad. I'll do it. You're my dad. No, it's not me saying it. It's the song. And yet, here are the words coming out of your mouth. Okay, imagine that my shirt is bigger than the average shirt. Okay, got it. And I'm singing like, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fucking fight you. I really wanna fight you. My body language says bet, bitch. I can't do this anymore. Imagine that my hair color changes like the seasons. But it doesn't. Sure it does. First it was Armani black, now it's Onyx black. What if I queer bait you? But then it turns out that I was queer all along and maybe you shouldn't hop on internet-based outrage so fast. Because some of those movements don't really age well and you know, nobody holds the audience accountable. Hey, those are my private thoughts. You left it on the script. You know I read anything that's on here? Me Invisalign. It's Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. She's great, man. When my mother forgets a word, she is the queen of coming up with new words. Words that have been identified by ICE as a genuine threat to the American language and way of life and are on their way to El Salvador right now. Anyway, back to the unpolitical video. I was talking to her the other day and she said this. Mija, you won't guess. They're in the backyard. There's so many of them. Ooh, what's in the yard? You know, el chiquito, rapidito, birdito. Are you having a medical emergency? What's happening? I think I was pretty clear. El zumbadorcito, chiquito, birdito. Despacito. Okay. I got Zoom. I think I got Bird. I got Ito. Mija, that's all you'll need. Okay, so it's fast, and it's a bird, and it's small. Hummingbird? Human birds. No, I saw birds. They had bird bodies and bird face. You saw hummingbirds. What are they called in Puerto Rico? Colibri. That's not even close. We weren't gonna get there. So they really took the horse tornado, no due process? See, they told me he's not an American citizen. I'm like, es una palabra, cabrón, what? Mija, how are you gonna be gay now? What do you mean? Well, with the current political climate, are you gonna have to go back in the closet? You need me to hold the door? I don't know if I can just go back in so easily. Oh no, I went back in the 70s. What? See, I slipped out, but I slipped back in. I just slipped back in. Oh, just slip back in? Yeah, you know I have a wife and like a massive online digital footprint of me being like inexcusably gay online. Just tell them what I told my girl in the 70s, okay? Whoops. How did that happen? It's been fun. See you never, okay? Who did you hurt? Carol. That's why Carol hates you? I thought you were arguing over the cost of stamps or something. No, mija, I guess I was what you would call a fuckboy to Carol. But it was Studio 54. It was different, you know? It wasn't different, Abuela. You're all the same. Well, we're back at my parents' house for another holiday. I think my mom's really starting to come around to our lesbian relationship. Just now? We've been together 10 years. You're pregnant. Yeah, about that. I haven't told them yet. What? Anyway, here we go. Des is here! And my daughter. My daughter! And Des! Oh, honey, that is not a good shirt on you. You look fantastic. Right, Mom. We have some news. I'm pregnant. What? Des, how did you do this? Oh, my mustache is quivering with excitement. It tickles. What? Why? What do you mean, why? Why be with a woman just to get pregnant? We're just cutting out the middleman, literally. Well, I think this is great. It's a Christmas miracle. So, is it of blood relation to me? How does this work? Oh, it's definitely related to you, sir. I had a little mustache comb in the ultrasound and everything. Oh my gosh. Hey, I photoshopped that as a joke. What? Thank God. Well, this is the best Christmas ever. Des, I really needed this. See, I don't know if you know this, but a few Christmases ago, I got stuck in this sort of Groundhog Day Christmas do-over situation where every day I'd wake up and it was Christmas again for 3 months straight. Honey, are you talking about that supernatural event that happened to you? He gets really upset. We should really move on. What? Oh my God, sir, that sounds really scary. Yeah, and it kind of put a damper on my Christmas spirit. See, the Christmases just wouldn't stop till I learned my Christmas lesson. Well, what was the lesson? Did you have to learn the true meaning of Christmas was the love in your heart and not the gifts you get? You got that right away. So who's the father? God? Yeah, that guy. So this thing with the Elon salute, can I just point out, so the day it happened, the copium was high, right? It's a Roman salute. He just got caught away. He sends his heart out to us. This is all you need to know. Germany won't publish the photo unblurred. How about that? They would know. We tried to tell you. I hopped over on X today. I don't go over there a lot, but I hopped over today. And the vibes changed. Today it's more like, Elon, tell him it ain't so. Tell him, please.